Our next commission is devoted to, inspired by the work of Robert Rauschenberg. And we're bringing Jason Moran, the wonderful jazz pianist, composer, and very creative thinker, creator of performance works, who is ideal for coming to DeCamera, a place where we're pushing the boundaries quite often between what is a concert, what is performance art, and how can we bring visual art, music, literature together. So we're very excited to bring Jason back to Houston, and we will be premiering his Rauschenberg project in February of 2015.
Contemporary art has always been, I don't know, somehow a major influence on what I've done as a musician, whether it is something that's overt or something that's totally subtle. And then in the past, I'd say 8 or 9 years, the work that I've done with other performance artists or video artists or choreographers or filmmakers has kind of heightened my awareness of where music sits in the context of the art world. And I've long wanted to focus on other artists, but also feel very challenged by it. The same way I feel about focusing on, say, Fats Waller or on Thelonious Monk, artists, musicians who have totally given me parts of their DNA that come out in my music. And so now when I think about, I'm forced to think about now how an artist like Rauschenberg or an artist like Saul LeWitt kind of uses the world to make something visual for us to interact with rather than sonic, then I'm excited about this, because it also then enables me to have another collaboration with another visual component that I would never ponder as a sonic artist. And looking for ways within which to change that context within which my music works. That it's just not concert music, or it's not music that's just simply in a club, or music that's on the radio or on a CD, but it has all these other relationships. And Rauschenberg is allowing me in this moment to look at those relationships. Texas is always a thing in my mind, whether it's from just living and growing up in Houston, or now being in New York for 20 years, how I think about Texas. And those things are as important as being in the space. Kind of like Kurt Weill writing about Louisiana. This kind of how you feel about an area or location or geography. And for years I didn't know that Rauschenberg was another Texan. But once other Texans learn about their infatuation with other Texans, it's nice to know that these histories kind of come together. My process is constantly changing. I wish I knew what that answer would be about what would my process be. Mostly just being able to spend some time back down here and have lots of conversations, and whether it's with the students that I work with, or whether it's with my collaborators, and it's just, eating the food again, eating the food in the location again, meaning like having some ribs in a shack, Like those kinds of conversations are as important as the ones that are conceptually about music or about stage direction. Because I want to heighten this sense and this feeling, and how would we do this on a stage, which is not the most common place to do this, unless I see a theater work. And I think people like Duke Ellington have accomplished it when he makes a piece, a suite of music, a tone parallel to Harlem. So what is the tone parallel to Houston, We'll see what happens. I leave it all as a blank canvas, and then we get to see what we make inside of it.